Detective James sat in his dimly lit office, staring at the highlighted line in the book that he had taken from the crime scene. The past always comes back to haunt us. The words echoed in his mind, a haunting reminder that this case was more complex than it initially seemed. He knew he had to dig deeper into the victim's life to uncover the hidden secrets that might have led to his murder. James started by gathering information on the victim, whose name was Ethan Miller. A quick background check revealed that Ethan was an ordinary man, with no known enemies or connections to anything criminal. He worked as a freelance writer and lived a relatively quiet life. However, the lack of any clear motive made James even more suspicious. The next day, James decided to visit Ethan's workplace, a small, cluttered office filled with books and papers. He met with Ethan's editor, a middle-aged woman named Clara. She appeared visibly shaken by the news of Ethan's death. Did Ethan mention anything unusual in the days leading up to his death? James asked. Clara hesitated for a moment before responding. He did seem a bit paranoid recently. He mentioned something about a story he was working on that was getting too close to the truth. But he never gave me any details. Did he ever talk about his past? James pressed. Clara shook her head. Not really. He was a private person, but I know he was researching something related to his childhood. He said it was a personal project. This information intrigued James. Could Ethan's past hold the key to solving his murder? James decided to visit Ethan's childhood home, hoping to uncover more about the mysterious project Ethan had been working on. Ethan's childhood home was located in a quiet suburban neighborhood. The house, now abandoned, had an eerie atmosphere, with overgrown weeds and broken windows. As James entered the house, he felt a chill run down his spine. The place was filled with old memories, frozen in time. James searched the house thoroughly and eventually found an old, dusty box hidden in the attic. Inside the box were photographs, letters, and a journal. The journal contained entries from Ethan's childhood, describing a series of disturbing events that had taken place in the neighborhood. One entry, in particular, caught James's attention. Ethan wrote about a mysterious man who had moved into the house next door when he was just a child. The man was described as quiet, but there were rumors that he was involved in some dark activities. As James read further, he realized that Ethan had been investigating this man in secret for years. The last entry in the journal mentioned that Ethan had recently discovered a crucial piece of evidence linking the man to a series of unsolved crimes in the area. The entry ended abruptly, as if Ethan had been interrupted. The pieces of the puzzle were slowly coming together. James now had a strong suspicion that Ethan's murder was connected to this man from his past. But the question remained: who was this man, and where was he now? James knew he had to move quickly. The killer was still out there, and the closer James got to the truth, the more dangerous the situation became. As he left the abandoned house, he couldn't shake the feeling that he was being watched.